Hi guys. So what I'm going to talk what I read in October, what I'm going to read in the November, probably some goals. Let's see how it goes. So let's start. The first book I've read was Sarah Gran Composer. This was a very fast book. It's around 100 pages, 150 pages, and it deals with a woman being suffer an it's a woman dealing with a demon inside her. It has more. It's more than that. It's probably you get to wonder if this is really happening, if it's not happening, and so on. See, this is told in the first person perspective, and we see things that shouldn't be happening to a normal person since she has blackouts and stuff happens that she has no control and so on. It's very good, very fast, and it links to another book I've read, the last one. So I'm going to talk about it later. But it's a very good one sitting reading. I really enjoy it. Then I read Gyo by Junji Ito. It's a manga, horror manga. It's the first one I think I've read besides The Spiral. That it's one continuous story with 400 pages. It's okay. It's not the best for him, but it's good. My only problem probably was that the ending was not satisfying to me. Then I read Dark Water by Koji Suzuki, and if you watch the movie, the Japanese movie, and you want to know more, don't read this. I didn't enjoy it at all. To be honest, compared with the movie, and these are a compilation of short stories by him. So the story itself, it's like 100 pages. The rest are other stories. The other stories are good, but overall, it's not, to be honest, too horror stuff. Fear Me by Tim Curran. It's an horror set in the prison where a guy is transferred there, and because in the last prison stuff happened, people died, and so he got transferred to another one. Tim really captures the mood of that I expect. It's a prison. I never went one, so I don't know, but very claustrophobic, very gut wrenching. All the guys trying to do things to you. So it's not an easy read, but it will make you do the right thing, or else you're gonna go there. Then I read Bird Box by Josh Melmran, and it's a big book, 400 pages. And although I enjoyed the movie, I tried this one because I thought it had more information about it, but it hadn't. It was not disappointing. It was a good story, but although a bit unbelievable, because in the story the children are like 4 years old, and it makes no sense they can do all of their stuff. They are not superwomen, and to be honest, it was a bit unbelievable. But okay. Rosemary Baby. Okay. This one is everyone knows about this movie and this book. It's good. It's fast paced. It's very similar with the movie. I watched the movie and then read the book. It's very similar, but here it tries to develop more the characters, and I enjoyed it. To be honest, if I had to choose one, the movie or the book, I would choose the movie. But it's not bad, okay? Although there are some differences in the end. Devour and the Death. Basically, this is an horror set in the splatter Western universe. This one was 300 pages, done by Christopher Rafferty. And I enjoy it, to be honest, and I want to read more of this. It's probably one of the first I've enjoyed in a long time, because most of them are a bit woke, to be honest. And this one is, I can see this happening. This kind of stuff happening, the guys from the westerns going to one place to another and being stranded in a mountain with all the snow and so on, and there's nothing they can do besides devour the death. It has some horror supernatural elements, but it was done very, very nicely. Sorry, but my phone keeps falling. Now, one of the most disappointing was the ruins. Not disappointing, it's bad. It's not bad. It's very big. It's like 500 pages. Having watched the movie, I thought, okay, I want to learn more about the vines, about everything behind what the movie doesn't try to explain. And here, it doesn't explain that as well. So we never learn what the vines, how they get there, how it happened, and so on. But it develops the characters a lot more than the movie, of course, because in the movie you have like 1 hour and a half of a movie. Here we have 500 pages, so 300 pages are just like them stranded on the top of the pyramid and trying to survive, and you get to know more about the characters and so on, and that part is good. My only concern was that my purpose of reading this book was to see this kind of stuff. Why did it happen? What are these vines? What are these Mayans trying to do, and so on? And it never really explained. So it's not. I recently read some review. It's horror. I don't see this as horror. This is like a thriller almost, with some horror elements, but not horror per se. But again, if I had to choose book or movie, I would read the movie. And another thing I don't enjoy in books is that this is one continuous chapter. There are no chapters at all. So it's one continuous 500-page novel. It's very confusing. Then you've got Jonathan A. Cliff, Whispers in the Dark. This is a gothic horror stuff set in England, and it's good. It's a story about a girl that, due to some problems with her family, that dying and so on, she goes to a family's house, and that family house has some ghosts or some situations there, and she tries to investigate and to learn more about it. This is very slow build, or kind of eerie, that you see in the background but never really, this is some stuff. No, that doesn't exist at all. It's eerie. It tries to emulate some gothic Edwardian stuff from the early late 18th century, 9th century, and 20th and early 20th century. It's very good. I enjoy a lot of this author, and I've got all of his books. I'm missing one, and I've read almost all of them. I think I'm missing one to read so far. Every single book. It's not never perfect then, but it does its purpose of make me want to read more, and to me that's very important. Then you've got Asian Image by Ransom Campbell. This one was a very disappointing read. I didn't enjoy it at all. I didn't think that this was good at all, and this is the third book I've read from Ramsey. I didn't enjoy it, so I'm going to read probably one more and give it up for him, because I don't enjoy his writing style. I don't enjoy his books. The story, it's not horror, it's very bad. To be honest, if I had to compare this with something done in the same century, same decade, Clive Barker is way better than him. But okay. Then we've got Speaker of the Dead, the first one and the only one that is not horror that I read this season. It's from last month, and I finished now, and it's 9 out of 10. It's very good. It's not as the previous one from Ender. This one is more philosophical, more debatable, more political, it's very, very good. I think this is where Orson Scott really shines, and I'm eager to read the remaining ones. The last two I've read was, Toxic Love by Christopher Triana, and this one was amazing and awful at the same time. This is basically this girl, a 10 of 10, those type of girl that you will do anything as a guy to do stuff with her, sexual stuff. But you got no change because she's a 10 out of 10. So imagine this guy, a 40-year-old guy that cleans crime scenes as a job, and he has a new partner, this girl, which makes no sense to be there, because pretty girls don't do the kind of stuff. This is some awful things, and but this girl has a fetish. She has a fetish of blood, and so she wants to go to that crime scene, seeing and probably do her some stuff herself later, remembering this stuff. But as she goes there, she sees this guy, a 40-year-old, hugging her, so she asks him, "What about having sex here?" And this is a crime place where 2 children have died. There are no corpses, but there's blood and memories and so on. And it's very interesting to see this kind of stuff Triana do, that it's like he has a boner, but he doesn't want to do that there, and so on. It's very, very, very interesting to see. It's like, what do you do for scoring a girl like this? Will you compromise something that you have in your mind, and so on? So this is a journey of discovering of, and it goes beyond what you probably imagined. And we're talking about, as I said, doing sex stuff on a crime scene, and then upping, because you have to up the stuff, and then corpses are going to be there, and then there are some of sex with corpse, and even go beyond that. If you are very sensitive about these topics, you should not read this book. But for a person that likes splatterpunk or gore and so on, this is a book for you to come. I highly recommend. 9 out of 10. And the last book I've read, just finished yesterday, was The Exorcist by William Peter Blatty. And this one is another amazing novel. I really enjoyed. I saw the movie like 20 years ago. I remember some stuff, and this book really, really shines. It's very, if you watch the movie and read the book, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, but here, of course, it is a written stuff. There are more opportunity to talk about the characters and so on. And in this edition, Peter added a new character, trimmed some stuff, and it's very good. I really enjoyed the father, Caras. I really enjoy the mother, the daughter, Carl, the Mordom, and so on. It's very good. The policeman, I know that he has another book. Probably going to try to read it, but it's very, very good. I really enjoy it. I can understand it is the top of horror back in that days. Nowadays, probably there are more horrible stuff. Stephen King didn't even exist by the time, so I understand that this is a cornerstone of stuff. So this one and the first one I talk, it's the two ones dealing with the exorcism. So what I'm going to read? Well, it's November, so I'm going to try to finish a couple of series. I'll read more on the series. I'm going to read Watchers in Death by David Anadal, the 9th book. I'm not going to finish all of the 12 books, probably. I'm going to try to read Thunderhead by Neil Shuterman, the 2nd novel, and probably in December the 3rd one, so finish the series. I'm going to read in the Ambassador Chronicles the 2nd novel, which I've read the first one like almost 10 years ago. So I'm going to read the 2nd one and finishing this series. Also, finishing series, I'm going to read the last 2 Agatha Christie novels that I've got to read. It's Elephants Can Remember and The Curtain Poirot Last Cases. So this is the last book of Barro I forgot. It's been a journey of probably 10 years. I'm going to read a Portuguese novel, Uma Aventura nas Arábias, and I'm finishing what I've got so far from